Hey, this is BJ Rudell with the Fantasy Football for Winners podcast. You're watching FLICKWISH Rising. You can check out the podcast anywhere you Google podcasts, and I'll fill you in on fantasy football angles that you're probably not getting anywhere else.
I feel a rise inside me, it's untouchable, like breathing fire in me, oh, it's unforgettable. I feel a rise inside me, it's untouchable, I'm feeling higher, it's unforgettable.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to FLICKWISH Rising, where we're inviting movie-loving entrepreneurs to compete for a $100 Netflix gift card via the CEO game, which is a free one-on-one heads-up game of Texas Hold'em poker, courtesy of the ClubWPT.com, the free online poker site of the World Poker Tour. I'm your host, Bill Harris, and thanks again for checking us out at FLICKWISH.com, Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, as we always appreciate the support, and don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the latest and greatest action that's going on at FLICKWISH. So with They Will Kill You now playing in theaters, we got a really special edition of the CEO game this week, where I want to welcome BJ Rudell from the Fantasy Football for Winners podcast, which is now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So with Fantasy Football for Winners, what you're going to find is a really great show for the diehard fantasy football fan. BJ does a really deep analysis on not only his podcast, but also his website, fantasyfootballforwinners.com, and also on his Facebook blog, which has over 16,000 followers. And he's going to give you some really great analysis if you're looking to put the final touches on your roster right before Sunday. So if you're looking for that key wide receiver, or you're working on your backfield and you need the right role player to plug in there, definitely check out Fantasy Football for Winners to get BJ's last-minute analysis on any last-minute pieces you need to put together before kickoff on Sunday. So now that we're in the middle of the off-season and you want to get a heads up before training camp, definitely click on the link in the description, go to fantasyfootballforwinners.com to get the latest and greatest on what BJ's dropping for your team and for your overall season, your roster, whatever you're going to need when it comes fantasy football time. Definitely check it out, fantasyfootballforwinners.com, and you won't be disappointed. Now, as I mentioned, this is a very special edition of the CEO game this week, where in addition to me trying to go 2-0 this week, we normally have our entrepreneurs competing for a $100 Netflix gift card. But because of my win during our Peaky Blinders episode, the $100 from that gift card is getting rolled into this week's gift card. So BJ is going to have a shot at a $200 Netflix gift card if he wins his game against me, his game of Texas Hold'em on ClubWPT.com. But because there are still good people in this world, I want to extend a very heartfelt thank you to BJ for making the request to have his $200, if he wins his game against me, to have his $200 donated to charity. And he gave me the okay to make the donation to our partners at the Scars Foundation, which is a charity founded by Sully Erna, the frontman of Godsmack, and his director, Naomi, who runs the charity for Sully. Sully and Naomi have been doing phenomenal work with the Scars Foundation, where their mission is focused on helping organizations that are helping those who are struggling with mental illness. And what they do is they fundraise and raise resources for these organizations to help those struggling with mental illness. So if you have a chance, go to scarsfoundation.org or click on the link in the description to learn more about the charity. Make a donation if you can. It would be greatly appreciated. But again, if BJ wins his game against me, the $200 is going to get donated to the Scars Foundation. If I win the game, the $200 will get rolled into the next Netflix gift card that we'll be giving away on our next episode on April 12th. So that's the stakes for this game. And again, I was very touched by BJ's generosity in extending that his prize be donated. So again, if you have a chance, definitely check out fantasyfootballforwinners.com if you can. Check out his podcast, comment on his Facebook blog. Just give him a few minutes of your time. Check him out, see what you think. But again, thanks again, BJ. So without further ado, let's get into the top hands. All right, hand number 5. I got ace-4 offsuit on the button. I'm going to go ahead and make the call over to BJ, who's in the big blind. He checks. We're going to the flop. Let's see what we got here. We got 10-8-4 on the board. I got bottom pair, a pair of 4s over to BJ. He checks over to me. I'm going to go ahead and bet 13 over to BJ. He makes the call. We go to the turn. Let's see what the turn's going to give us. We got a 9. I still got bottom pair with Pair of fours looking kind of weak here. BJ checks. I'm going to check, hoping for a free card on the river. And what do we got? We got an 8. All right, I got 2 pair, 8s and 4s. BJ checks. And my 2 pair is kind of weak. I'm going to check and see how things turn out. And it looks like BJ wins the pot. 2 pair 10s and 8s. Nice hand, BJ. All right, hand number 9. I got ace-jack offsuit on the button. Ace-jack's burned me in the past. Not feeling too confident, so I'm just going to call this over to BJ, who's on the big blind. What's he going to do? He's going to check as we go to a flop. Let's see. We got 6, 10, 10 on the board here. I got a pair of 10s with that ace. BJ checks. Over to me. I'm going to go ahead and bet 26. Kind of turn on the aggression. BJ's thinking about it. He calls. We're going to the turn. Let's see what the turn gives us. Okay, I got 2 pair of 10s and 6s with that ace. BJ is dwelling. He checks. All right, I'm going to c-bet on this one because I want to see if I can rep that boat, see what BJ does, and he folds, and I take it down. Yeah, baby. All right, hand 14. I got queen 3 offsuit and the big blind over to BJ on the button. He calls. I check. We go to a flop. Let's see what we got here. We got 5, queen 8 on the board. I got top pair with a pair of queens. I'm going to go for a bet here. I do 2/3 over to BJ. BJ calls. We're going to the turn. Let's see if the turn helps me. And it does. I got 2 pair queens and 3s. I think I'm out in front, and I check to see what BJ is going to do. He checks. Okay, I think I got strength here. And I catch a queen on the river. I got the boat. Queens full of 3s. This is looking good. I'm going to take as much as I can out of BJ on this one. Let's see what happens with this bet here. I'm going to go ahead and bet 81. Let's see if BJ is going to make the call. And he does make the call. And I've got it with the full house. I like it. All right, hand 23. I've got ace-king offsuit on the button here. I'm going to just go ahead and make the call. BJ checks as we go to a flop. That ace-king's also burned me. And I got a top pair with kings over to BJ, and he is dwelling. He checks over to me. I'm going to do a half-pot bet on this one. Keep the aggression going. BJ calls. We go to the turn. Let's see if we got something. We got a 9. We got 2 pair of kings and 9s. BJ checks. I think I got the strength here, and I'm going to go ahead and keep the pressure going as I do a half-pot bet, see what BJ's going to do, and he folds. That's another chunk on my stack. All right, hand 46. I got ace-4 offsuit in the big blind. BJ calls. I check as we go to the flop. Let's see what I got here. I got a pair of 4s, bottom pair. I'm going to check on that one. Check that bottom pair over to BJ. BJ bets 100 over to me. I'm going to call, see if I can catch something on the turn that's going to help me out here. And I got 2 pair 8s and 4s, but it's a weak 2 pair. And I'm going to go ahead and just bet 100 on this one, see what BJ's up to. And BJ, he raises 300, so he's got a queen or an 8, so I think he's got me beat, so I'm out of town with a fold. All right, hand 49. I got queen 3 offsuit on the button. I go ahead and make the call over to BJ. This game has been a freaking grind as he checks from the big blind. And we got queen 7 jack on the board. I got top pair with the queens. I'm feeling pretty good here with the queens. I don't think BJ's got anything better than that as he checks over to me. I'm going to turn up the aggression here. I'm going to do a half pot bet of 100 over to BJ. What's he going to do? He raises. Okay, so he might have queen jack, might have jacks. Might be better than me, but I'm not buying what he's selling. I think I'm out in front here as an 8 shows up on the turn. BJ might have a straight draw, but he's repping something stronger. Possibly he bets 100. Not buying it. I jam. I go all in with my queens, and I'm out front, but he's got the flush draw. No clubs on the river. Please, no clubs on the river. Shit! He got the club on the river. The nut flush of all flushes. Oh, man. BJ wins. Congratulations, BJ, for winning it, and he gets the $200 that will be donated to the Scars Foundation. So the gift of charity cools off the heat of competition, as I want to congratulate BJ Riddell from the Fantasy Football for Winners podcast in winning this week's edition of the CEO game and scoring $200 that will be donated to the Scars Foundation, as you can see here. So thanks again for the support, everybody, for checking out this week's edition of FLICKWISH Rising. And don't forget to check out BJ at fantasyfootballforwinners.com, the Fantasy Football for Winners podcast, as well as his Facebook blog, and join his over 16,000 followers for the latest deep dive analysis as you guys get ready for fantasy football season. So again, thanks again, guys, for all the support. Check out flickwish.com, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and also check us out on LinkedIn if you can, as we always appreciate the support. So don't forget to come back on April 12th for our next edition of the CEO game, and we will see you soon.
It's unforgettable.